That was kind of funny, the thing I said back there about Scientology, you know? It's interesting. It's interesting that everyone in this building, with just the tiniest cursory knowledge of Scientology and its beliefs and Dianetics and the tenets of Dianetics, married with the information about its author, this megalomaniac science fiction writer, you can just know those two little tiny things and you can look at Scientology and go, wow, what a load of bullshit. Well, that's what Mormonism is. Same thing. Same thing. It's a religion invented by a liar, a convicted fraud that now can pass legislation in states far, far away from their headquarters that deny gay people equal rights. That's where we are in America. Isn't that awesome? Make sure that shit is tax deductible. Definitely. It's so weird to me and tragic that you'd have to explain to somebody who's sitting outside of a hospital whose partner of 40 years is dying, and they don't have the same visitation rights as the family that ostracized him for being gay, who hasn't seen him in 40 years. He can't go visit. They can visit him as they die, but he can't. And you have to explain to him, like, oh, well, hang on. Let me get to the funny part. Like, I don't understand. How can this possibly be? This is so unfair. This is unjust. This is so un-American. Like, well, here's the deal. About 180 years ago, a guy named Joseph Smith was a convicted fraud. He was convicted and served time in prison for defrauding a guy by claiming he could find silver buried underneath his property, which he never did, of course, but he had a peepstone that he would put in a hat, and then the hat would divinely tell him where to go, but he never found anything, so he went to jail. Anyway, when he got out of jail, he claims that an angel named Moroni, yes, Moroni, that's what he said. No, he wasn't in Sha-na-na. Stop it. Okay. No, so the angel Moroni appeared before him and said God had picked him out to find these magic golden plates filled with Egyptian hieroglyphics that had been buried thousands of years ago just down the street from where you are now. And you're to go dig them up and then translate them. But nobody else is to see them, ever. Nobody, never. Nobody but you, Joseph Smith. Nobody can see them. Nobody. And then, so Joseph Smith dug up the plates and then used his peepstone, and he's like, wait a second, if it's Egyptian hieroglyphics, how am I going to understand how to translate it? And then Moroni gave him, and I quote, magic glasses. So that he put on magic glasses, put the peepstone in his hat, talked to his wife and his neighbor, and dictated what eventually became the Book of Mormon, which oddly enough, coincidentally, had a lot of Masonic imagery and ideals and symbolism because Joseph and his brother Hiram were Masons at the time. But that's from thousands of years ago, the plates. And then a bunch of people believed this, and that's why you can't go visit your dying lover. Sorry.